What's up guys, it's Jensen back with another video. So today I'm going to show you guys a fully drugstore makeup look using only drugstore makeup products. So if you guys want to see how I get this look, so I'm going to start off with primer, and the primer I'm going to be using is the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. This stuff is actually so good. I'm almost out, so I have to like actually open it and like scrape, but this is so affordable and I feel like it's a really good dupe for the Smashbox primer, and it's like way cheaper. So I'm just gonna put this in like my T-zone. Okay, so I have that applied in my T-zone. This is such a good product. It looks like this. I'll have everything linked below, but this is really good. I use this literally almost every day. Then the next thing that I'm doing is obviously foundation. So the foundation I've always loved that's drugstore is the Revlon Age Defying Firming and Lifting Makeup. My color is Tender Beige. So I'm going to pump it on my hand like this, and then I'm going to take these Revolution Makeup liquid highlighter drops and I'm going to drop a little tiny drop in my foundation just so that way I am glowing. And then I'm going to take my Real Techniques sponge and mix that in and apply. And I want to say that this foundation's around medium coverage. You definitely can build it up to full coverage. That's what I always do. It works really well on me and I think it's really nice, and I do like more of a glowy foundation, and this is definitely that. It doesn't dry mattifying or anything, but it's also not like super like oily looking, and it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. I personally love this. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This is C6, and this is kind of light for me, but who cares? And I'm just going to do my under eye a little bit. I don't like to go crazy. Just like this. And I'm just going to blend it. And I love this concealer. It's so good. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my face with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I use this every day. It is the best powder I've ever used, ever. I'm just going to set, I just like to set my under eye, my lid, just basically my T-zone. I don't like to go crazy with powder. I just like to set a little bit. The next product I'm going to be using is my everyday bronzer. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is definitely more on the pricier side. I'm pretty sure it's around $15, but it's clearly not as expensive as a high-end bronzer. So I love this. It's one of my favorites, and I literally use it every single day. And it just blends so nicely, and it's so buttery and creamy, and I love it. I heard they make really nice blushes as well. I don't use blush ever. I'm not a blush person, but if you are, you should check out their blushes. Now for highlight, I use two different highlighters every day. So I use the Revolution Makeup, or Makeup Revolution. I don't know why I always say Revolution Makeup. Makeup Revolution. Jelly highlighter. I don't know what color this is in. I don't think it has a color. It's just the rose gold one. They have a gold one and then a rose gold. This is what it looks like. It's amazing. I barely dip my brush into this, but I just barely take it on my brush and pat on my face just to give my powder highlight kind of a base so I am like extra glowy. Next, I'm gonna take the Milani highlighter. This is the Day Glow highlighter. This is the color Strobe Light. It looks like this. This is the best highlighter from the drugstore ever, and I'm gonna be super highlighted today because I put so much of that jelly stuff on accident. And I really like to get my forehead, like I don't know why, but I think it looks so good. But I never have used drugstore eyebrow. I always just stick to the same one, but I know before I found the Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow, I was using this Ardell dip brow pomade stuff. This is in dark brown. This is what I used to use. It is super good. This is a really good product, and I'm pretty sure it's only like $2 or $3. And I actually really enjoy this. Like, I used to use this all the time before I started using the dip brow, and I feel like it's a really good dupe. I think it's just like super dark. I like to keep my brows a little lighter. This is more waxy, and the Anastasia one is definitely more like soft and not so like waxy. So this is what my brows look like. I kept them more natural just because this eyebrow product is a lot darker than my hair, so I didn't want to like go crazy with it and then be like, wow, my eyebrows are black. Now on to eyes. This is definitely not found at the drugstore, but you can find it at Ulta, and I haven't ever found drugstore eyeshadow palettes that are good quality that I've actually enjoyed other than the Morphe one. So this is just the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault palette. This is the Armed and Gorgeous, and everybody was giving crap about these palettes, but I actually really enjoy this palette. So if you guys are like, this isn't drugstore, this palette actually only retails for $15, and the eyeshadows I think are incredible. I've never had problem with patchiness, and of course I'm probably gonna say this and it looks so patchy on camera. So they don't, in this palette there isn't like a just like a matte like skin color, so I'm just gonna take this one from my Jeffree Star palette and just set my eyes. But you can obviously use your translucent powder. I just didn't feel like opening that when I still had this open from using the mirror in it. Okay, so the first color that I'm going to dip into is going to be this yellow color, and it's in the color Access. And I'm just going to use this kind of as a transition shade, not like making it too dark, just to give some color. So then after that, I'm going to take the color Agent, which is a like burnt orange color, and I'm going to dip into that and just go right over where I put the yellow. Oh, I always go for Morphe. Morphe is so good, and they're so cheap. Like, you can get those big palettes for $24, and it's like, why not you just do that? Because you get all these colors instead of buying like multiple things from the drugstore. So then I'm going to take this Morphe brush. I haven't been saying what brushes I'm using. I'm just kind of using what I have. I'm going to dip into the green, and that color is called Top Secret, and I'm going to pack that into my crease, and then of course I'll take a blending brush and blend it out, but just to get that color kind of where I want it. So this is what it's going to look like, and I'm going to take my Mario Badescu Rose Water, and I feel like this is definitely, I consider it drugstore because it's $12 for this huge bottle. And I'm going to dip in the color Coin, and I'm just going to do my inner corner, or not inner corner. And then I'm going to take RIP, and I'm going to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner with that. It's so pretty. I love it. It's just like a super white pearl shimmer. And then I'm going to take a Morphe just smudger brush, and I'm going to dip into Agent again, and I'm going to smudge that along my lower lash. Like that. And I'm going to do the other eye off camera and come back. Okay, so 100 years later, I'm finally done with my eyeshadow. And then now I'm going to do mascara. I'm going to use the same mascara I use in literally every video. It's the L'Oreal Telescopic. Use this every day. It's amazing. 100% recommend. And I show in one of my videos how I get my lashes long, so I'll leave that in the description down below so you guys can click that and check that out. I'm just gonna kind of skip over this part and come back to when I'm doing my lips. Okay, so now that I'm done with top and bottom mascara, I want to show you guys some of my favorite drugstore lip products. I'm gonna use one out of these. Obviously, I'm not gonna use all of them because I have 4. The first one is the Revlon Matte Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. This definitely is more satin finish. I will say it does not dry down fully matte. But I'll swatch this and show you guys because it's so pretty. Like, hello. If I'm correct, I think this color is 65 HD Forever. Not completely sure. That's the only thing that I see. It's like this. I'll leave it below for you guys. The next one is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Gloss. This is in the color 316 Statement Nude. This color is absolutely gorgeous. It's definitely close to this one, but it's a lot more matte looking. Then I have the ColourPop Lip Gloss. This is in Double Agent. This is obviously more like holographic looking. It's like clear and it has purple reflex in it, but these glosses are $6 a piece, or maybe even $5, and they're great. I love them. The lip that I'm going to be using in this video is the Katy Perry X CoverGirl or whatever lip color in Spinks, and it is like the perfect nude. I'll put this on. Looks like this. I do have chapstick under, so it kind of looks weird, but I love this. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray my face with the Mario Badescu Rose Water. I've not found a setting spray from the drugstore that I like other than this. I know that Morphe has a setting spray that's $15. I have not got to get my hands on that ever. Literally every time I go to Ulta, it's out of stock. I heard that one's super good. Everybody talks about it. So if you're willing to spend $15 on a setting spray, do that. If not, do this, and you can use this to set your makeup. You can use this just to hydrate your face when you have no makeup on. It's great. I love it. So I'm just going to use this today. Like so. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, all that good stuff. Don't forget to turn on my post notifications so every time I post, you get notified. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.